Are you worried about the SBA coming after you for fraud on the Eidl program? Well, in this video, I'm going to go over exactly what the SBA is looking for as far as fraud, how lenders are participating in that search, and some things that you can do to make sure that you're not on that list. Are you worried about the fraud issue when it comes to the SBA? Let me know in the comments below what keeps you up at night worrying about fraud and how the SBA can audit these loans. My name's Nick, and this is Mystery of Money, the channel where I talk about relevant financial topics and trying to remove some of the mystery that surrounds money. If you're looking for other videos about money, consider subscribing. If you get a lot of value out of this video, I appreciate a like. Now let's get into the video. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. Last week, I was in touch with 3 of my good friends who are branch managers of different size banks, and the amount of fraud that they've seen for this program has been phenomenal. They've had several accounts opened with their banks that never had any other business relationships at all. Opened in a matter of days, $10,000, $20,000, whatever is deposited in those accounts. They come in, they take the money, they close the accounts. Now, several of them have actually been sent back from the branch managers to the SBA, basically red flagged because these businesses had no other transactions. The reason why I'm saying this and the reason why I'm posting this video is because there's a lot of channels that are talking about this program, and I am one of them. My channel talks about it. I think it's a great program for small businesses, but like any government program, there's bound to be fraud. It's just been an unprecedented amount level due to the scope of this situation we're in right now. The second thing I wanted to say about this is the grant portion of the EIDL was never meant to be a grant. It wasn't touted as a grant when it first came out. It was an advance on a loan. And I know I've seen several comments and questions in my channel and other channels that said, what about the grant? I only wanted the grant. I didn't want the loan. Well, if you read the actual language in the bill, it was supposed to be an advance for the loan that would be turned into a grant. I think there was a lot of misconception with that, in the fact that people were saying, well, I just want the grant, I don't want the loan. Well, it wasn't really a grant to begin with, it was an advance. So I have never touted that this is free money and you should run out and get it. I have always said if you're a true business, a small business that needs this money, absolutely utilize it because that's what it's meant for. So this is basically the notice that went out on July 14th from the Office of the Inspector General. It went out to all lenders, basically banks or anyone that deals with this that would get the money, saying specifically how you can report any abuse or fraud that you think. And here is the memo that was sent out by the Office of the Inspector General. Basically a lender alert for economic disaster injury loans. And then goes into saying what it was meant for, what you were supposed to use it for, and the terms of it. It also states here, the beginning July 11th, the SBA is no longer offering advances. Until July 10th, eligible small business owners in the U.S. were able to request an advance. Current loan amounts. So here is what I was talking about with the fraud. If you have questions on the eligibility or need to return the money, this is how they have to do it. And here is what they can do if they suspect fraud. Fake businesses established specifically to apply for SBA assistance. That's the largest one that we've seen. Reporting inflated business and financial information. And here's the big red flag. Borrowers declining loans after the advance funds have been deposited. That's the one you want to pay attention to, because if they ever audit it and say, well, why did you need an advance, but you didn't need a loan when you applied for a loan? I've had several friends that are branch managers that they have returned the money back to the SBA. And they've had some customers that were very upset, saying, where's my money, and things like that. But as a bank or lending institution or any kind of institution that are federally regulated, if they didn't report that fraud, then they can be fined. It's kind of a CYA, make sure you're covering yourself. I do not condone anyone trying to defraud the government to get free money. I legitimately think that is a bad practice. I also think you are taking funds from true businesses that are trying to survive this situation. So I guess my advice, I'm not an attorney or an accountant, but if I were one of these people that claimed I had 10 employees and I mow the neighbor's yard as my business, I may consider just having the bank send that money back and say it was a mistake, or you misrepresented yourself, or you misunderstood what you thought the program was about, because it's always better to err on the side of doing the right thing now versus later. because the SBA has all your information. When you filled that application out, you put your business EIN number, you put your Social Security number, you put the type of business, you put your gross revenues. When you file taxes, or eventually that's going to come back at some point. I don't know how far down the rabbit hole this is going to go as far as investigating. It's not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things, but I think that depending on the political climate and where everything goes with this and the amount of fraud, I could definitely see them reaching out to businesses, at least doing, I would say, spot checking to say, hey, I want to see your articles of incorporation. I want to see what you did business-wise. I want to see a customer list. I want to see something like that. Whether it'll come that way, I have no idea. What are your thoughts about this? Post them down in the comments. How do you think? Do you think a majority of these grants were well warranted by the recipients, or do you think there's a lot of fraud? Let me know below. Again, I'm Nick. This is Mystery of Money. Till next time, have a great day.